2 days ago, we covered how Z.ai's GLM 5.2 model is now handling 46% of US enterprise AI tokens. Yesterday, Z.ai launched Z-Code, a free AI coding agent they are directly positioning against Claude Code, Cursor, and GitHub Copilot. If you think that timing is strategic, you are right. Here is why this matters to you today. If you are using Claude Code or Cursor, Z-Code is the first serious, well-funded alternative from outside the US that is targeting your exact workflow, not a research demo, a shipping product free to download, available on macOS, Windows, and Linux, built on the same model that is already running in a third of American enterprise AI workloads. Let me tell you what it actually is and whether it changes anything. Z.ai describes Z-Code as an agentic development environment, which is their way of saying it is an IDE with an AI coding agent built in rather than bolted on. The agent is GLM 5.2, the same model we covered earlier this week. It has first-party integration that no third-party editor can replicate, meaning Z.ai controls the model and the tool so they can optimize the connection between them in ways that Cursor or Windsurf cannot when accessing the same model through an API. The pricing structure is aggressive. There is a free tier. Paid plans start at $16.20 per month for the light tier and go up to $144 per month for Max. Compare that to Cursor at $20 per month for Pro, or Claude Max at $100 per month, which includes Claude Code access. Z-Code's Max tier is more expensive than Cursor, but roughly 40% cheaper than Claude Max if you are using it primarily for coding. There are two features that are worth flagging specifically. First, MIT licensed open weights. The core GLM 5.2 model can be self-hosted. That means if a company is uncomfortable routing code to Z.ai's servers, and given the congressional probe we covered, some will be, they can run the model on their own infrastructure. No other major coding agent in this tier offers that. Second, bring your own key support. Z-Code lets you plug in your own API keys, including for other models. So you could technically use Z-Code as the IDE while routing to Claude Sonnet 5 or GPT 5.6 Terra underneath. That is an interesting move. It suggests Z.ai wants market share in the editor layer, even if developers prefer a Western model at the API layer. Now, here's the thing developers need to understand about how Z-Code compares to Claude Code specifically. They are not the same type of tool. Claude Code is terminal native. It runs in your shell, reads and writes files, executes commands, and operates as an autonomous agent that can run for minutes or hours without you watching. It is built for agentic workflows where you give it a task and come back. Z-Code is IDE-based. It is interactive, chat-driven, and more like Cursor than like Claude Code. If you have been using Cursor or GitHub Copilot, Z-Code is a direct substitution candidate. If you have been using Claude Code for autonomous agentic work, Z-Code is a different category. That distinction matters for the competitive question. Z-Code is more of a Cursor killer than a Claude Code killer. And that is still significant because Cursor has somewhere around 4 million active users and $20 per month in subscription revenue per seat. Z.ai does not need to win to be disruptive. They just need to take enough of that market to make the price war worse for everyone else. The bottom line for developers: if you are cost sensitive and you use a chat-based IDE assistant for autocomplete and inline edits, try Z-Code's free tier. The GLM 5.2 model is genuinely competitive on coding tasks, and self-hostability is a real enterprise advantage if you have compliance concerns. If you use Claude Code for agentic workflows, when you, long-running tasks, autonomous code changes, multi-file refactors without babysitting, Z-Code is not a replacement yet. The tool architecture is different. They may get there, but they are not there now. And if you watched our video on the 46% token story 2 days ago, you already have the context for what Z.ai is actually doing. They are not just building a model, they are building the whole stack model, API, and now the developer tool. They're going for every layer of how American developers use AI. Subscribe if you want to follow this as it develops. This is not a one video story. Try 11 Labs, the AI voice in this video. https try11labs.io, RDSBOI pipe. This video contains affiliate links.